Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy BT School TV, and I'm back at y'all with a live video today, y'all, man. And if you're new to the channel, go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, man. And today, look like no jumper done got rid of suspect, man. Suspect was cutting up last night, and I pulled the knife out and all type of things, man. But I'm gonna be doing this reaction video to like 2 or 3 clips, man. We're gonna go ahead and run this thing, man. Y'all stay in tune, stay tuned in, and go down there and hit that like button, man. Let's go ahead and get right into this thing, though, man. Oh yeah, let me see.
His own match.
That's true.
And grab booty cheeks.
Damn.
He liked to defend
I like
pedophiles.
booty cheeks, that's for sure.
That's crazy. He liked to
I didn't
defend
defend anyone.
He liked to watch
Let's be honest, did I defend the
He liked to
dude?
watch wee-wee.
No, exactly.
No.
So you're lying.
liked to watch
He said I
wee-wee.
didn't defend him.
He liked to watch wee-wee.
I'm just saying, man.
The wee-wee watcher is out of control.
Yeah, so
bro.
he hasn't
You gotta
uploaded
get
to
a
his
hold
channel
of
in
it.
6 months.
You bugging today. You watching wee-wees, you pedos, you got booty shorts on. Today has been a crazy day for you.
If you go beat up that pedophile,
Today's been a
you're
crazy
going to have a
day.
lot of cool points in the
Today's
streets.
been crazy. Beat you up.
He probably would.
No, me. Beat you up.
You will beat me up?
Yes,
You
nigga
can't beat me
Stop
up.
bringing up
You
other
can't
niggas
beat me
who
up.
in jail. Nigga,
You
nigga
really
beat
think you
up.
could beat me up?
Nigga beat you up.
No, you can't.
You mean?
No.
Nigga,
You
then
can't.
follow me outside.
All right.
I'm going to be outside as soon as this is over if you feel that strongly.
Hey, look, Brandon a big dude, man. That motherfucker said on one of these podcasts, he put up 515 3 times, man. Of course you think suspect ain't gonna have no banger when it comes to going against him, and you gotta be crazy, man. But hey, that's what type of environment they in. He feel like, hey, well, I'm not coming up there barehanded. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I gotta go and face up against this big old dude, man. Look how big Brandon is, man. That's a big dude. Look, check my boy Munchie B out though over there in the cut.
Get cracking.
Follow me.
Follow you. I'm going to walk right outside, right
Follow
past
me
you.
outside the building.
I'm going to walk right out the building. I'm going to walk right out the building, and you're going to do
We can
nothing.
do whatever you'd like to.
You're going to walk right. You just said you was going to beat me up. Now we're going to do whatever.
All right, we're not doing none of that. No fights.
Listen,
No
wait a
fights.
minute.
Outside the
No
building.
You see how
fights.
niggas
And
use
follow
coded
me.
language?
So we can do what you like to.
Can I
Come on.
please say this?
Yes,
Can you see how
please.
niggas use
Booty
coded
bag.
language? He
Booty
first
bag.
said
You watch
he want to
wee-wees
fight
and
me.
you wear booty
Then he
shorts.
said we
You
gonna
don't
do
wanna
whatever
do
you want to do.
nothing.
This just
nothing.
talks crazy.
You
Like,
don't wanna do
listen,
nothing.
I'm not worried about
Let's
your
get
little
into
high
some-
yellow ass,
You
bro.
just
For
talking with your
real.
booty shorts on. You
We
don't
both
wanna
got
do
our
nothing.
shirts on.
So
You wanna do
Papoose
nothing,
claims
go
he
watch
wrote
That boy dude, he got on some thigh huggers now. I ain't gonna lie. Suspect got him right there. He got them thigh huggers on. But these boys, what is they fighting over, man? Who the smartest? They both smart dudes, man, but both of them act just alike. They like twin brothers. They could be brothers or something, man. Them dudes shell up there, man.
90% of Remy Ma's
Look at
music,
Brandon.
guys.
Big dude.
Papoose apparently claims he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's music.
You I Remy believe Ma it. right now. You changing up the story.
You watch dicks.
He said we could do. He said I'm gonna whoop your ass. Then said we could do whatever you want to do.
All right, bro.
Look,
You watch.
look.
You know what I want to do? I want to podcast.
I want you to
Ignore
stop
all
watching
light skin.
wee-wees. I want you to stop watching wee-wees and put some pants on.
I will do
That's what I
both of
want you to
those
do.
for you.
When you wear
I will do
jeans,
both of those for
Stop
you.
volunteering to see dicks. You might be
unbiasedly,
able to do something.
unbiasedly.
I want you to go to Turkey
Stop
and get your
volunteering to
hairline
see
replenished
dicks. I'll
and get
do
that ball
Take
spot
them
filled
booty
in.
shorts off.
Listen.
I'll do that when you take
Listen,
your booty shorts
hey,
off, nigga. Stop
Donnie,
wearing booty shorts off, nigga.
Take this nigga on a
This
tour to
nigga got
Turkey to
I play
get his
tennis
hairline
shoes on.
replenished.
Stop playing. I play tennis racket shoes on, nigga. And
They
get
gonna revival y'all friend laughing at
It's
you.
funny. When you're funny, it's funny.
Y'all friend laughing at you.
But
That's a
here's the
damn
thing.
shame.
He
Here.
about to get beat up by a guy wearing booty shorts.
Hey, right, imagine you caught the thing and got whooped out by a nigga in booty shorts. That's crazy. That would be reality. That would be a reality.
I would love to see it. You wrestle on mats. We ain't
Hey.
seen you do nothing with your hands yet.
Hey, when you see it, you go, well, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna be knocked out.
Hey, big Aunt Hefe, he got that instigating laugh, don't he? Yeah, they make you mad, boy, if you on the butt end of the joke. Shout out to Aunt Hefe and Munchie B. Shout out to the whole cast up there, but these dudes right here about to lose their mind. Well, suspect gonna lose his god doggone mind now. He's shell, man. That's a little light-skinned dude you probably don't want to mess with because he gonna go.
Everybody else gonna see it.
The reality is this.
Everybody else
Show
gonna
me.
see it.
They're gonna be watching.
Show me.
Man,
Suspect.
Show me, bitch ass
suspect.
nigga. You know you want to make it home to your
First
kids.
it was if you call
know
me.
you want to
Look,
make it home
now
to
it's
your
you ain't gonna
kids.
make it home to
Come
your
on,
kids.
bitch ass
You see how the
nigga, show
story?
me.
You see how the
Show
story
me.
evolves?
Come show me.
First it was we was gonna
Just
catch
come
a fade.
show me.
Then we gonna do what you
Who
wanna
said I was
do.
talking
Now
about
it's
more than
death
the feds?
threats.
Who
Now
said I
it's
was talking about more than the feds? You police ass.
You said you're not gonna make it home to your
Who
kids.
said anything about more than the feds?
What does that even
You
mean?
cannot make it home from a fade. You bitch ass
Listen,
nigga.
you cannot
Stop
make it
police
home
shit on me.
from a
Stop putting
fade.
police shit on me.
Boy, you like a
faggot.
true light-skinned
You a federal
nigga.
faggot.
Hey.
You a federal faggot.
You should
Sorry,
have that
you
energy in
couldn't
that
have
alley that day.
You a federal faggot.
You should
and
have that
we
energy in that
watch
alley
it.
that day.
Federal faggot.
I'm gonna listen.
We gotta watch this.
This
nigga.
is a fact.
He's a federal
Wait.
faggot and a wee-wee watcher. My
Can I
bad,
get a
bro.
word? Can I get a word?
ahead.
Can I get a word?
You a wee-wee watcher.
This is a fact.
You a wee-wee watcher.
This is a
bro.
fact.
Calling him a
I'ma say-
wee-wee watcher is crazy, man. Say when Lush had to go take that drug test, man, they say Brandon said, I'd do it. I don't think Brandon went out like that, man. He didn't volunteer to do that. I ain't gonna let y'all put that on him, man. I like Brandon. Brandon is sometimey though, bro. You know, that's a guy that's part of the hood, but you gotta put you at least try when he little now. When younger, you probably put them nuggets. But him right now, man, you ain't knocking that ham hawk down. I promise you.
Say what I want to say.
And you
I
watch
call this
wee-wees.
nigga Antoine Dotson a and everything else.
You
I'm
watch
still
wee-wees.
gonna come to no jumper.
You
I'm
watch wee-wees.
gonna walk in and out this. If it want to
Hit
do
that
something,
like button.
there's
Hit
nothing
that
but
like
space and
button.
opportunity. Ain't worried about a light skin,
You ain't
no
never called me
nigga,
no bitch.
period.
You
So
ain't
if
never
that
called me no bitch.
gay, he's always
never
bringing up
called me no
fighting. You can't
You
be
ain't
the
never
nigga
called
bringing
me
up
no
fighting, trying to put it on
You ain't
another
never
nigga
called
to
me
do
no.
something.
So,
But I just
never
caught
called
you
me
one.
no
I
bitch.
just caught you
I
one.
feel like-
Just
All
like that.
right,
You
chill,
are
chill.
a
Guys.
You wanna call me nothing?
Guys.
Oh, he spit on it. Oh, Lord.
Guys, come on.
Hey, hold on. You hear them?
Come on. Let's do something. Come on, let's do something.
Oh, you hear the motherfuckers back there?
Let's do something.
We knew he had a weapon. Let's do something.
Let's do something. I don't got
Man, what's going on?
Just pull out.
That's what you gonna do.
nothing. Let's do something, bitch. Let's do something, bitch.
Hey, man, that's crazy, man. You hear Aunt Hefe in the background, that dude Shea, man, Aunt Hefe, he a real gangster, to be real with you. So, a knife come out, he probably just sitting there looking like, did that time, he from Cali. I'm pretty sure he done been in that county where them boys be getting it in. So, hey, man, but it sounded like it got real when that camera went off, man. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section, man, and let me know what y'all thinking about this so far. Let's go to see what they yelling about now.
You a bitch. Nigga, that part. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, you got spit on.
No, I didn't.
You got, yeah, you
That's
did. Yeah, you did.
disrespect.
I watched it.
Don't spit touch me. Don't spit touch me.
I watched it. Nigga,
Hey,
I
bro,
watched
y'all are tripping, bro. What's going
Don't spit
on?
on me.
What you
Don't
wanna do
spit
about
on
it,
me.
nigga? What you wanna do about it? Meet me outside, nigga.
You a scary nigga.
What you wanna do about it?
scary
What you wanna do about it?
You a scary
What you wanna do about it?
Turn the lights
nigga?
back on,
What you
man.
wanna do about it? That part. Nothing. Nothing.
Look at look.
Look what? Do something.
Oh, Lord.
Before this happened,
Nigga.
guys, Brittany was so good.
Nigga,
Intelligent dialogue.
fuck you
I was
mean?
just about to say that,
What the?
so
Man, y'all tripping, bro.
Come do something.
Man,
Good, Brandon.
this why y'all had
Spit on,
security,
boy.
man. Y'all was on
no jumper was
y'all
cracking.
the whole time.
Come do something, Mr.
Man
Black Belt.
brought a knife to.
Come do something, Mr.
No,
Black
there's
Belt.
no weapons.
Hey, listen, man.
No weapons.
Come do something, Mr.
Now
Black Belt.
there's a knife right there.
Come
You
do
look
something.
at
Where?
Hey, look, that's one thing about Brandon now. He don't care about none of that gangster stuff. He gonna call it just like he see that man pulled a knife out. I don't know if he pulled a knife out or not. Hey, we didn't see it on the camera. I didn't see it, but you hear people in the background. Oh, boy, that boy got a knife. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it. Well, suspect that right there. But hold on, though. Before I get on that, it's a whole lot more things that go on that no jumper besides a knife, man. But suspect has been one of them characters on that show that always go crazy, man. He done beat up a couple dudes on the show, done spit on a couple dudes on the show. So we gotta see what Adam gonna say about this thing, man. I ain't seen Adam reaction yet, but I know he got one, so we gonna watch that too. But I'm gonna let this right here ride out for y'all real quick. And another thing, hit that like button if y'all just joining in, man. I see y'all.
A Swiss Army knife.
Where? You're the feds. Federal fed. Bitch ass nigga.
I think that nigga put a fight to a multi-fight.
Oh Lord.
Like, share, subscribe, no jumper, running it up. We're not done yet, by the way. Make sure to subscribe to the Lush World channel as well.
Isn't that Lush getting his shout out in there? Make sure to.
Nigga crazy as fuck. Who a bitch?
That nigga look like a baby sumo.
That shit got. I'm not gonna lie.
That nigga toss shoeless.
No, he didn't even touch it.
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know how good Suspect can fight, but we all seen that stage fight with him and Lush, man. You see how Lush looking, man. Lush got half a shoulder sitting up there, not to be funny, but that dude look like he handicapped, so I don't even know why Suspect even put his hands on that man, but hey, Brandon is a big dude, and Hefe say look like a sumo wrestler coming up out of there. Munchie ain't said nothing yet. He sit back there, watch it. Somehow, some way, when that knife came up out of there, I'm pretty sure Munchie got up out of there, though.
You fell over. Hey, look.
I ain't fall.
Look.
Why ain't making things up?
Hey, man. No, you try to fake come in at the end. Look, hey, Lush, that nigga was, he was going to toss you, Lush.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I meant to say. You try to fake come in at the end like you was going to stand in.
I'm just trying to minimize damage. No, there's already footage of me trying to like get away from skirmishes, so that's why I'm trying to. I tried to like do my best to stand in the middle.
Bro, no, I'm trying to make sure he
We
got
was
no
good
bitch.
till he got the
No,
call.
he said, oh, no, nigga, you gotta make sure that ain't got shit. Nigga.
I will say that it is improper decorum to try to bring attention to a weapon. I don't know why.
Like, it's stupid, bro.
That nigga said, look.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's a rap like the college y'all be wearing or what?
I mean, look.
This was crazy.
I'm gonna read the super chats.
Shit,
I'm gonna read. Let's read the super chats before we get up out of here.
Hey, man. I don't know.
Here.
Let me find
This got the government really outraged.
what we got going on here. Let me go find this other clip for the squad, man. No jumper. They had done took that clip down. I had to go find it like this, man. Let me see. Go to videos. The newest live they just done, man. Hey, on that clip right there, though, man, who y'all think would have won that fight if they would have got into it, man? And another thing, do y'all think Suspect deserved to be fired over that situation right there? I don't know. It seemed like Adam might be, you know what I'm saying? He might be on the edge right now. He like, man, forget this. We ain't having this. But you also know, every time Adam leave, it's always something like this viral going on when Adam ain't there, man. So, man, let's go ahead and get into this other clip, man. Where is it at? Hey, this ain't the right way. Click right there. This not it. Oh yeah, it is. Pull it up for y'all real quick. Y'all hit that like button if y'all just coming in, man. Hit that like button if you just coming in. Adam get out there. Yo, they taking everything down. Nope, there it is. All right, let's see what the boss man got to say about this situation, y'all. The big boss man, the rooster, Adam 22.
If it's permissions.
We're live?
Let's see what Adam got to say, man. He done fired Suspect, man.
Just check real quick by going to YouTube Studios.
Yeah, no, we're live on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, man, we live, man.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement.
It is.
Many of
Breaking
you are
news,
probably
breaking
expecting
news.
this. As of today, Almighty Suspect will
like
no longer
button.
be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, There was a confrontation last night between Brandon, a.k.a. Bucci Bear, a.k.a. Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out. Both of these are infractions that I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like, I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got.
All I can say about that right there, Adam, what about that no jumper brawl? I'ma just leave that there, man. Wasn't no bloodshed right here. You know, it was an incident. Y'all can do your magic. Hey, it was a play. But ain't no telling how serious it was. Ain't no telling what would have happened if Big Dog would have got over there to suspect, man. It might would have got ugly in that motherfucker, man. But I understand your business tactics, man. But I kind of figure like that was suspect's last straw anyway, man. He been doing a whole lot. That dude rowdy, boy. He a little evil, little mean little dude.
Kelpie to sign off on suing us. I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple of times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay.
Fat boy.
But yeah, I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not going to come on here and trash him. I'm not going to treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean, honestly, the loose cannon situation
He brought it up.
has been a very bad look for the brand. There's definitely been artists who are just straight up like scared to come here to do interviews because of the fact that they seen that clip and they just feel like violence is just a normal everyday thing here. So that incident from last night, not a good look.
Sound like Adam trying to do some cleaning up out there, no jumper. Hey, Adam, good job. But I wonder how far your channel gonna go without these type of things, man. I'm pretty sure you got some, you know what I'm saying? You got some dope hosts up there, but you need stuff like this right there, though, man, to keep you in that algorithm because, bro, you know, controversy sells, bro. You know that? And you got my boy Poetic Flacco up here. He look like he angry about the situation. What would he would have done if he would have been up there? He probably would have been the main one up that motherfucker hollering.
And we just have to take sort of decisive action in order to avoid that. Now, was Brandon instigating? I think that's a fair thing. And if maybe this had been brought to me afterwards and it had been said like, oh, look at the way that Brandon was talking to him, blah, blah, blah. Maybe then it would have been a conversation, but the reality is that Sus is the one who got physical with it. And to me, it's an easy decision. If it had been the spit alone or the knife alone, it would have been an easy decision. It being both of them at the same time, you know, it's an easy decision. Now,
Duh, you just
I will
that.
address a narrative that I know that a lot of people are going to probably want to run with, since apparently Flacco ran with it in his video.
Look at
Lush,
that. Okay, that's why.
do you
Flacco
feel like
up
you're
there.
at fault?
Not at all. Just like
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. During that whole news segment they had yesterday, I watched it this morning on my way to work while I was working and everything. Man, Lush, you kept on bringing up that incident that happened between Big Brandon, and I call him Big Brains because he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Big Brains and Suspect, man. He kept on diving in on. They done got up off of here come Lush. Well, you know, such and such. He get on to the debate. Then he bring up the man. Lush, you had parts to do with that, but suspect shouldn't have pulled that knife out though, bro. You should have just waited until y'all got outside and got jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? Got jiggy with it. Oh man.
0%. But I think the whole way it transpired is really unfortunate. And I wish that there is a way that it didn't have to have this result. Like, I understand from a business perspective why, you know, that can't be tolerated. And obviously, especially considering the negative stigma that's already kind of lingering as a result of the loose incident and things like that. But I just, you know, the whole intention when we did when Brandon debated against iHypocrite and subsequently debated against me was to try to give people a variety in the type of content that we have over here. Because I feel like, I mean, there's been a consensus that we've been somewhat pigeonholed.
Is Lush spinning right now? I think Lush might be spinning. He going around circles, man. He asked you, do you feel like you was the person who did, you know what I'm saying, got this thing started in here? I think you did, Lush. You know what you was doing. You were trying to go viral while the big man wasn't there. We all know your plan, man. But you did a hell of a job because you got suspect to go crazy. But Brandon was messing with him, though, the whole show. But another thing, suspect was calling that man the B word the whole freaking show. Just to be real with you.
In certain genres of street rumors and activity, etc. And this is kind of like our attempt to ease our way back into highbrow content, or at least a balance, a variety of content.
I mean, a lot of us watch Jubilee. It's like one of the most popular channels on YouTube. You know, I love that kind of content. For me, yeah, creating those debates was an easy decision. That being said, I feel like you're trying to pivot away from the fact that you wanted to get suspect out the paint so bad that you set him up in an environment in which you knew that he would resort to violence because you still hold a lingering animosity towards suspect because of the way that he
laid you out,
knocked you on your ass.
It's actually quite the opposite. It's me, because if you look at it like this, what is the whole number one talking point of the white nationalists, of the racists, of the hypocrites of the world, of the Nick Fuenteses of the world, is that, quote unquote, per this is what they say, black men have low impulse control, black men are unable to blah, 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 blah. And that was kind of what Brandon's intention was when he came over here as an agent of chaos, similar to the agent of chaos that he was in the Tariq Nasheed orbit. You feel me?
But to call Brandon an agent of chaos, when even like
I think it's a perfect description of him.
Okay, but even when the show started, from like my perspective, like if the goal was to have them two sit down, talk out their issues, and have like a neutral field, even like when like they began like to argue, you could like clearly tell from like your laugh and laugh and every. It felt like, oh, okay, this felt like a pile on Brandon, and it kind of felt like, okay, is he coming around because y'all enjoy him, or is he coming around because you felt like?
Nah, I don't think it was no pile on Brandon, because I don't feel like, well, Lush might have been on the double team side, but my boy Aunt Hefe and Munchie B, man, they were playing the line, bro. They were a stud. They laughing at both sides. You hear Aunt Hefe in the background. He laughing at everything. He back there smoking his gas. He Jack laughing, having fun up there with them boys. So I ain't gonna necessarily say that they was, you know what I'm saying, piling on Brandon though. I ain't gonna let Flacco ride like that. Look, man, good gracious, Flacco. But them shits look like balloons, bro. Man, he look like he full of air. God, dog.
Like, let's get one up on Brandon today, and that's
doing the
why.
Video, okay, stay right there.
I felt like once it was going left, not just you, but everybody in the room had a responsibility to sort of like say, "Hey, yo, chill." But even, okay, for example, even before like their sit down, but what I told everybody, again, my plan was to come here and say, as a team, we thought it was good to have him sit down and on camera. But since y'all opened up the rabbit hole, we could. I said beforehand, what? Hey, bruh, this will end bad. Do this. And everybody said no.
Which is true.
You feel me?
Which is true. Now
I predict everything that happens.
I was on the road, and for the record,
but one thing about Poetic Flacco, he wouldn't have let it get to where it had got to though, because he would have cut that off early. He should have been more the mediator than Lush, because you see how Lush look, man. At least it'll be a little bit harder to push Poetic Flacco, man. You tap Lush, he gonna fall on his shoulders. I promise you. But I think Flacco probably could have handled that situation a whole lot better if he was the mediator.
Yeah.
In the group chat, I just want to lay out how this went.
Yeah.
It was brought up in the group chat. Adam's not here. Who should we have on the Tuesday show?
Yeah.
Lush said, let's get Brandon and Suspect together. And then,
you might
according to you
might want to scroll up a little bit.
You reached out to them, and they both, obviously Brandon was down from the beginning, but I was informed that Suspect was down for it.
And in the debate, too, he even brought up the fact that he wanted Suspect and Brandon to sit down.
Who brought that up?
Again, I ain't watching, but you told me that.
Okay. Let's clarify a few things to address to your first point.
Yeah.
As far as from a moderation perspective, could I have done better?
You was laughing hard every time Suspect said something. It was
Hey, stop trying to compete for King Glazer. All right?
Oh my God! Come on, man.
This is already my title.
Okay, sorry.
You don't need to cuff the balls that much. All right. So yeah, just crap.
So y'all fighting over who the biggest Glazer. Man, y'all boys, hey, look, man. Lush, you know what you was doing, but everything, you already know how they gonna do you, boy. At the end of the day, the finger gonna be pointed at you. You the one got them boys to sit down with each other. You already know how Suspect is. You wanted to see if Suspect can knock down somebody bigger than you. That's what that was. Man. You ain't wanna bark up that tree with Big Brandon, man. That gonna put you in the cripple across face. Oh,
you got to do that.
Little nails feels great.
I'll let loose. You feel me? And, off the ball.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Number one, could me objectively, when I look at myself, because I hold myself to a really high standard,
we do.
Could I have been a better moderator? Absolutely. Now let's look at some of the things that I was dealing with, the unforeseen. I was not aware of the full extent of the lineup until 2 hours before the podcast. And then, so keep in mind, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Make sure we get good content.
But it's your show. What do you mean you wasn't aware?
I'm towing the line between, because we like conflict. We like arguments. We like that energy. The whole point of No Jumper is controllable chaos. But when it becomes uncontrollable, that's where motherfuckers got to intervene. Now,
but don't get past that line, though.
Hold on.
I wasn't aware. Why wasn't you aware? It's your show. When Adam isn't here, it's your show.
I am not the producer of the show. I'm the mic when Adam's not here.
Nigga, it's yours. Okay.
So these conversations, regardless, I'm not trying to.
Wait, pause. Okay, sorry. A producer gives suggestions, meaning this, okay? If I'm on right, the Thursday show, okay? I don't care if Josh and Remo says, hey, yo, let's have these three. No, nigga, if I want for these two people to be here, they're going to be here. I mean, if Adam isn't here, it's your show. Well,
clearly I don't have that jug, because I brought 150 people here, and they weren't even allowed in the building.
You could have told Josh and Remo.
That narrative out the water.
You intentionally do that.
Now you trying to drop your nuts on Adam, talking about you bought 150 people there. Well, you know you about lost your job for that, man, and you done set Suspect up so the hot water wouldn't be on your ass. That's what that is, Les. They on you. At least Poetic Flacco is. He is on you, boy.
No,
just to be fair.
Okay.
If I really had juice to that degree,
you might not have known, though, right? But again, if Adam isn't here, this is your shit. And if Josh and Remo says, "Hey, bro, bring these," no, you can say, "No, I want."
No.
Suspect,
look,
Brandon, and these.
Let me clarify. I was very happy with the panel.
Okay,
you feel me? But here's the thing.
Did anybody know Bizarre was coming? I had no idea.
I didn't know until.
So they sprung that on you guys too. Huh?
Yes, I knew an hour and a half before. Which I was, Bizarre's my friend in real life. I was excited about that.
Shout out Bizarre,
Shouts to Bizarre. That was fucking awesome. I wish he could have been there longer. Now, so
was he still there? Was he there when the
No.
fight took
No,
place?
he did,
okay.
like,
He had just
Y'all don't know who Bizarre is. Bizarre was part of the D12. I've been so many places. I seen so many faces, but nothing compared to these blue and yellow, purple pills. That's Bizarre. He was on that song, The Big Dude. He was up there on the show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out Bizarre, man. That's an old school legend right there, man.
he had a video shoot with Be Real that night, so he dipped beforehand and shit.
Which,
so.
thank God, right? Because that would have been a terrible.
I mean, thank God. But he probably could have helped with the security. He's a big dude. He could have, maybe
would have been a little bit more viral if Bizarre. I mean, really, if they just kept the camera on. Well, honestly, we have that camera.
No, we have the angles.
The funniest shit about it, honestly, just to get past the fact that it's sad that Sus is not going to be on camera anymore, but like the way that Munchie did this, Munchie went.
Got some popcorn. You got popcorn, huh?
Like, I don't know exactly what happened to his brain. He like popped into like a squat.
And look,
It's survival
we all
instincts, man.
know physically.
Security footage, he almost fell off the back of the couch.
Yeah, that's what I was worrying about when I was watching it too. Yeah.
And we know that I'm not the most physically imposing figure, but if you watch
did
the
try,
footage, I did hop up and try
Hit
to
that
get in
like
the mix.
button.
Like, there's been other times where I didn't, and this time I did.
And who was the security guard? Like, he looked like he was like
He's the man.
Coop, yeah, he's
high
Coop.
school
He was
shooter.
always at the store and stuff. He's super good. Yeah,
Coop fucking
but-
pushed
it's-
Brandon back.
But he's
made
super
sure,
small,
like,
though. Like, he's not really.
he's not super small.
he's
not
a
like a
lot smaller
giant,
than Brandon.
Hey, so it sounds like, do it be security up there for real, or they, you know what I'm saying, they going week by week catching somebody in Panda, because it, for Flacco not to know who the security guard is, and he one of their main, you know what I'm saying, one of their main hosts on the show, that's crazy to me. That's weird, but you better be careful going up there to no jumper. Oh, Lord, Gangland Ning say no security. Oh, my God. That's crazy. That's what it is then. They ain't got no security. They just hired security for that day. That's what that was. They just hired it for that day. Shout out to my boy Gangland Ning, man. Super dope. That's my boy. I fuck with his content to the fullest. He be having me hollering.
Okay.
He's smaller than Brandon, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah, he looks small 'cause of Brandon.
So Flacco, keep in mind, I'm trying to make entertaining content, keep the show flowing with topics, make sure that we get the clips that we're supposed to be getting, and simultaneously make sure Bizarre's included and our other hosts, and not look like a bitch. You feel me? Which is a crazy thing when me and Brandon have this not contentious relationship,
for
because
that.
me and
Hey.
Brandon are actually hella cool. But
Not really, though, man.
no, you really though.
I'm not gonna let you get that off, man.
No, we really are
We have
actually.
some issues, but I don't.
No,
think
we
hate
don't.
each other, right?
We have no issues.
True, but super cool is not even like a
Cooler-
viable option.
Hey,
They did a debate.
Yeah.
Cooler than you think we are.
I did a
promise
debate,
you.
and I mean, he gave you a hard time about being a druggie a little bit, or alcoholic, or whatever, and
They called him
now.
Boogie,
he
man.
kind of called you like a glazer and
Yeah.
a fucking wannabe black dude type shit, whatever. Like, but
And the sky's blue.
Yeah, I
you feel
mean,
me?
it's
Like
No, Lush. Listen, no, Lush. Thing is this, bro. Like, you tried your best. So again, by no means am I saying it's on you. I'm saying
no, you made a whole video with that implication already. Before that, nobody was
No.
even thinking that. I get hella inboxes. This is your fault,
no.
Lush.
Man, Lush was up there on them doggone buzz balls, man. He, at the end of that show, Lush was going crazy on Brandon too. Luckily, Brandon ain't the type of dude that go crazy. You know what I'm saying? He know how to hold his composure. He know how to push them buttons on y'all and have y'all up there looking crazy. But Lush was on them buzz balls, man. Shoulders all small and that, man. That shit was funny. I tell you what, they better get some security in there. For real, for real. Yeah, man, my boy Gangland Lean say, get them likes up, man. Y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here for me, man. Show me some love. Let's get back to it, though. See what Lush got to say, man.
I'm saying, right, like in the future, man, because for me, when I look at this scenario, it's not even like a situation of, oh, we didn't know. I told you beforehand this would happen. And I laid down all my reasons why this would happen. And it kind of went ignored. And I'm saying is this, okay? Even with the aspect of your suspect didn't know until the morning of, that's crazy.
that is crazy because but there's the thing, he got a new number And I guess Josh had been texting his previous number. I didn't know he had a new number. Josh had been hitting up his previous number, but at the end of the day, it would have been nice for him to know way in advance, but he didn't know, and he ended up showing up regardless. And he knew that he was going to be on camera with somebody that he doesn't get along with. And I see a lot of people saying Brandon is so confrontational, Brandon is disrespectful, etc. Well, Suspect is those things as well, but then Suspect also, opened it up into the realm of physical violence, which is something that I just don't want this podcast to be like, male baddies. To any extent.
And Suspect did call him like a bitch first, which again,
several times.
Adam, it's too late for all that. It's too late for all that. I know you remember what you had told DW Flame. You know what I'm saying? He give you what, bad bitch energy? Now that's hey, I'm just pointing that out right there now. But I feel you though. You're trying to clear your space up, man. Clean it up a little bit, man, because them FEDs is on the way. That's what that is. They already in there. Got two of them sitting in there with you right now.
That's a good point.
But hold on.
Honestly.
Adam, remember what we discussed last week on the No Jumper Show? Triggers. You know what I mean?
Don't stab me. That's my trigger. Don't fillet me.
No Swiss Army fileros. You feel me? But on top of that, like you said, which is pretty obvious, your kid is like a line that people can never cross. And Hefe echoed those sentiments, and he said the B word.
Y'all new coming in here, man. Hit that like button, man. Run them likes up for me, man. Hit that like button. Let's go.
I said I have no triggers. You can say whatever you want to me. I'm not gonna fucking turn up. You feel me? I might turn up and go crazy, but I'm not gonna. There's nothing that anybody can say that's gonna lead me to a physical confrontation.
I also just think though that like as long as we're talking triggers, not wanting someone to insult your kid is a much more reasonable trigger than the B word, which is a very common word. Not that common to call other dudes that, but
no, the B word is no.
But also Suspect was saying it before Brandon started saying, and Suspect kept calling him a fag and all this other shit, and it's like
he was,
it's like
But okay, so what's the so there is a difference though, since we're talking about that now. There's a difference between elementary insults, literally like grade school caps, and personal attacks. What did Suspect really do to attack Brandon's character? Brandon is bringing up shit that's really like personal and potentially embarrassing about Sus. He's talking about, you got put up or whatever, the BPS thing.
But who started that though?
Who started that?
Because when the show started, again, Brandon said, let's just go to topics. And then wait. I
told you, let's just start.
And then a topic started off with the assist shit. And then I feel like what sparked it off was when Suspect was like, if you did not attack me, you wouldn't be here, you ain't shit. And then he responded back with, well, if you acting like uncontrollable, I think he said like beta, then if that's what it took for me to be here, then so be it. So I feel like it, and he was trying to do topics. Y'all
no.
have
fuck
the
that.
back and forth.
Shut the fuck up. You're wrong. No, and this is the
okay.
This is
so that is true. I was watching the homies. They say what they say. They said Joker get loud on you like Lush just did him. He's somewhere in the wrong, bro. That's what just happened. Man, Lush know he got that shit started, man. That was his whole idea of being up there to get them boys to go into it. He didn't think Suspect had no knife on him, though. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought it was going to be a couple punches thrown or something, but nah, I didn't go like that. Suspect don't play that game. His name ain't Suspect for a reason.
Huge issue with what you just said. Trying to do topics, we literally had Sharp in the title. Torso Gate was part of the title. Yeah. The first two topics on the screen said Sharp's name. We're trying to discuss it. I'm bringing, because it winds up becoming a random conversation about pimping and would you buy a bitch a purse and a bunch of random shit. Me, as the A mic on the show, doing what I'm supposed to do to clip farm, which is what we do, I go back to fucking Sharp. Because that's what he said. We ain't trying to talk about Sharp. You feel me? Like, nah, Les, you're not reading the room. I'm like, Dick, this is the fucking topic that's predetermined. So don't talk about how he's... No, not only that, Then Young and Hefe's like, you know what? Because like obviously it got redundant at a certain point. Young and Hefe's all, yeah, let's go to the next topic, Nipsey Hussle. So I go, okay, next topic is Nipsey Hussle. We gonna start discussing that.
That's a fact, though.
Then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I see what you're trying to do, Lush. You trying to like pit black men against each other. You trying to disgrace.
But he
Nipsey's
could think that certain topics is dumb and still want to talk about other topics. I'm saying at the 14
But he wasn't
minute,
discussing the fucking
at the
topics. You're
14-minute
mischaracterizing
Well,
what
that
happened.
is very bad podcasting. Like,
Thank
if there
you.
are topics to be
Thank you.
discussed,
Sure.
they
Yeah,
should
talk
either
about
be
it.
they should be discussed.
Fucking
Give
common
it
sense.
give
Sure.
it 10 minutes because like rejecting topics
Yeah,
and
sure.
acting like you're too good to talk about them or
No,
whatever.
and-
I'm anti that.
And it wasn't even rejecting topics. It would get discussed for a minute, and then he would be before he actually gets to like actual points being made. He's like, "This is fucked up. You see how these white people do? Lush, you putting everyone in a trick bag. A, I didn't fucking choose the topic.
but at
B,
the 14 minute,
I didn't choose to go to that topic next.
To state
C,
the obvious, Brandon does have some annoying podcasting
Of course.
quirks.
Of
You know,
course,
like
of
he
course.
turns everything into a history lesson. He strays
Race
too far. He
debate.
makes a million points at the same time. There's obvious things that he needs to work on to be a great podcaster long term. And staying on topic is for sure one of his issues. That being said, you just can't compare those things to physical violence.
No, we're not. But I'm also not going
But
to
he
allow
wa-
Flacco to mischaracterize shit and
okay,
be like,
okay,
he
wait
was
though.
trying to do the topics.
Okay,
He came here
wait, though.
with pure innocence.
Let's talk about it though. At the 11-minute mark is when the
Do it sound like Flacco got some low-key animosity towards Lush to y'all, man? It sound like Flacco ain't he trying to get Lush up out of there too. He feel like Lush should have been gone. I don't know, man. Y'all leave a comment in the comments says y'all think Flacco on Lush ass right now.
is when the white man assist shit happened. At the 14-minute and 27-second mark is when he said, listen, this back and forth is happening. I don't want to go back and forth with Sus. Let's just move on to the topics. And y'all didn't do a good enough job at transitioning to the topics right when that happened. Y'all sort of egged it on some more and had to go back and forth. And I'm saying it should have been hey, bro, you want to move on? Let's move on to the topics. But y'all egged it on. Even as two, even at like the 4-hour mark, right? When it got like,
He got time
right?
stamps and
And you said,
everything.
well, okay, well, suspect, like, and like you asked him, yo, like, what?
Man, why his legs so big, bro? That nigga ready to kiss. Hey, that nigga Shell, man. Look at his thighs, bro. That nigga sick. Let's keep it going, man.
What exactly made you want to do it? I'm like, bro, they already got over like their back and forth. Why even ask him? Yo, right? Like, what made you want to like do this like podcast? Right? I felt like we should kind of like just stayed away from like the Brandon and Sus topic after the 4-hour mark.
Fair point. But to both of those, you made two. The first point you made, I definitely could see why people would think, okay, we should have gone to the topics quicker at that point. However, keep in mind, and I will take responsibility. There's clearly gonna be an energy between Brandon and myself as far as back and forth. So I'm leaning a little bit towards not, like I said earlier, not looking like a bitch, because I made I made a resolution to myself that no more markouts. Nobody is gonna mark me out. It's happened far too many times. You
Flacco
feel
was
me?
the last one that marked you out, huh?
My asshole is so wide
Oh,
that I don't even fart when I shit. I've been marked out so many times
Hey,
on this podcast.
boy.
So it's not happening
nasty
anymore.
dude.
I'm getting
Metaphorically, right?
So the poop just
metaphorically,
falls out of you?
it just falls. I'm getting vaginal rejuvenation surgery, so I can't allow this to get
Anal
Sick.
rejuvenation?
whatever you want to call it.
I heard in Africa they put like gasoline inside their vaginas.
It might be an advanced technique for all we know.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT about it.
Yeah, please.
Anyway, I just want to say, much respect to Suspect. I'm not gonna get on here and diss him or have anything negative to say about him, but after last night, to me, it's just clear as day. This was a decision that we had to make. So
Now, okay, and I feel that. And to your second point, though, Flacco, the reason why I was trying to have a full circle moment. I thought that we had survived and weathered the storm by that point. Now let's reanalyze why this started and how silly it is and how great it is. This triumphant moment for Suspect is the whole reason when Brandon called for this on our debate. This whole thing started with Brandon's idea in our debate. We're gonna do me, or we're gonna do Brandon and LBC Messiah and Viral Way versus Lush and Almighty Suspect. That was the original concept. That's what I brought. That's what I don't think so at all.
they didn't really get involved.
Debate what though? Again, like, what are you?
There was a few different topics that were discussed.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have been
Gangs.
discussed. Like, well, in me versus Brandon went great, and the numbers are pretty good too. You feel me? Like,
and Suspect have but Suspect and Viral Way, they have, I guess, like similar views on gangbanging. Brandon and you probably have similar views on gang. So like, I guess I don't see like the logic.
Is it safe to say that Adam 22 done put Almighty Suspect on the bench with the sharp one? He done put him on the bench with the sharp one. They were going crazy. They've been going crazy on Sharp for the last week, man. Now look at this, bro. They getting them mothers up out of there one by one. The pimps got to go out the door. That's what they saying. You know Adam ain't going for that, man. Them pimps up there.
no, so if you watch the pod, you would see that me and Brandon look at gangbanging very differently.
Yeah.
Remember, Brandon used to be a gang member that dropped his flag. You know what I mean? Like I'm
But
somebody
Viral
that
Way and you probably have the same opinion on gangbanging.
more so, yes.
So where? Okay,
It doesn't matter that, but it doesn't matter. That was the original concept that Brandon proposed. I was here for it. I thought it would be exciting. In fact, we came to you as the first person.
And
I said,
hell no.
Flacco, we would like because this is Brandon's suggestion as well, and I
So
agreed.
Sus was supposed to be on that debate.
Not the original debate. During that debate, Brandon said, for part 2, I want to spin the block and I want to do me, Viral Way, and LBC Messiah versus Lush and Almighty. I said,
I'll
let's
say.
fucking run it, right? I said, this is great. I tell Almighty, and what I told Almighty on the pod, and this is the last time we spoke prior to him being on the pod yesterday, was, hey, this is how I know you're doing good. A lot of people really fucking with the Thursday show. People are fucking more with the news now that you're on it, despite your volatility and outbursts. People are kind of fucking with you, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like what's gonna take you to elevate to the next level of podcasting is to show that you're able to have a conversation with somebody you don't like and don't get along with in a non-confrontational manner and wind up walking away,
Sure.
And people are going to see the full extent of your intellectual power. And that's what I wanted him to show. And it was successful until the last 5 minutes.
Okay, wait. So the last time you talked to him about that was when y'all was on the news together, right?
Correct.
Cool. And then y'all was trying to text him and couldn't reach him because his phone number changed, right?
No, I didn't call him.
No.
Man, quit talking to a poetic Flacco. He trying to put you in a trick bag. That's all that is. My boy Gangland Neem say no jumper. Let me see. That's it. No jumper, the shadiest. That's a fact. Them boys don't give a damn about you up there, man. They out with the old, in with the new. You see, Adam done switch sets on him, man. He bloody now. He was Crippin' when all the Crips was at home. Now the Crips gone. He go join the blood gang. That is crazy. Let's keep this thing going. I got a couple more minutes in me.
Try to reach him.
No, okay, but I think like Josh said that, and he texted him, but he couldn't.
Per
reach him,
my
right?
understanding.
Sunday
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I texted you.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
jumper,
Yes.
the shadiest.
Okay.
Yes.
So him.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So then I'm saying, so the last time anyone spoke to him about this idea was on the news. Y'all couldn't reach him, and y'all still move forward with it's a good idea to put them on without even confirming.
Well, here's the thing. Bro did recently change his number, and I don't think that the thing is suspects
But you
communication.
ain't confirmed, right?
Well, to be
Saw the
fair,
flyer on Instagram. That's how we even found
Sure.
out.
so, yeah, Sus's communication is a bit sporadic sometimes. Like he'll go for a while without responding and then respond, and then so I don't think that anybody thought it was abnormal that he was.
My thing is like I'm just seeing people like objecting to my decision. in the chat and everything. And I understand that Sus has fans. He has people who really like him. Obviously, there's people who don't like him as well. But put yourself in my shoes. If you had somebody who had at least 2 violent outbursts and a couple of other moments where it almost seemed like it was going to get there, you wouldn't make the same decision, you know? If you can't put yourself in my shoes, then chances are you're a little fucking kid who just doesn't have the ability to think about it from somebody else's perspective. Because to me, this is the most obvious thing in the world. I can think of a million examples. When Van Lathan was at TMZ, I don't think there was no video or anything. We don't know exactly how this went down. There was a video?
Yeah, like he came up from behind and like kind of like gripped the dude's neck and was like,
right.
Hey, if you ever see this. Well, Van wasn't trying to hurt him though.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like that situation is not in any way comparable. Like it's not like Van like went off punching him in the face. Suspect killed me in the face like 10 times. And then that shit last night, he spit and pulled out a knife. I mean, think of
it. Sound like Adam is getting sick of the foolishness, man, with this. You know, boy, you signed up for that right there. Now that's what you bringing in there. You got to deal with it, man. But you getting tired of it. We can tell. We see the fatigue, as our hypocrite would say. We see the fatigue. Yeah, you fatigued up there, Adam. We all see it, bro. You getting sick of it, but hey, boy, that's what you signed up for.
Think about what TMZ's standard was. TMZ's standard was Van Lathan can't work here anymore because he aggressively grabbed somebody's neck and like made like a threatening style comment to him. To me, that indicates how obvious this decision was, because I'm thinking that Van Lathan was probably a very, very high level, valuable employee to TMZ at that time, and they let him go over that shit. For me, it's like by giving Suspect a second chance after the Kelpie thing, I have looked at that decision multiple times over the years and just thought like, damn, like why did I like that was way too forgiving to just like let it go and just let him be back in a couple weeks or whatever. Like, and then taking that to the next level yesterday, I'm sorry. It's just, this was the easiest decision. It was just an obvious decision. My question moving forward, what do you think the Suspect will do? What do you think the future of him as a podcaster, content creator, et cetera, is? Because
he's very bright.
Why are you worried about it, Adam? You done got rid of the man. Ain't no point of worried about what he about to go do. What you think he gonna go link up with Sharp? You think he gonna go to back on Fig? What you thinking? You can't do that, bro. You cut ties with him. Don't even worry about him no more. Not unless you thinking about suspending them like you did Lush and bring them back.
There's many homes out here. There's many different collectives.
How long before the mother freaking the bacon figs holler at him and try to get him over there?
Is that their diss name?
I don't know. I just
bacon figs.
Figs. Bacon pigs.
Yeah, but he's not really like. I don't feel like Suspect will go down the path of like doing 100 videos, this and right. I feel like is he'll probably do filming like the streaming stuff. Like the rap stuff and the girl stuff.
I know some. Well,
I don't want to say the word because that's
no, but that's the thing though. Like Sus is number one. He's a money motivated person. If you know him at all, like he's gonna get to the bag, however he gets to it. To me, like it sucks as someone that cares about him to see this taken away from him because
it's your fault.
He cared about it.
He cared about it a lot more than he let on.
Can't really blame
and No Jumper is more than just like whatever income you make on a monthly basis. It affords you a lot of other opportunities. And if you're someone that's a hustler like Sus, you know how to capitalize and maximize off of that as far as
young, man.
Features.
Hello, Munchie B.
Hey, what y'all live or are you just kicking it?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh no! I'm about to try to confirm something else on
That's my boy Munchie that called in.
my Reddit and shit. I'll just holler at you later.
Okay, I guess now I have to look. All right, yeah, I'll hit you. Just text me about it or whatever. All right, appreciate you.
Well, like I'm sure, like he's like talking about like the Suspect stuff.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I'm just like assuming people kind of knew that since he's in the group chat and everything. But
well, here's like the fucked up part is that so I did have a talk with Brandon the day that we had first like discussed this actually being a thing.
Yeah.
Like I had a long talk with Brandon on the phone and it was really good. And he was like, look, I believe that Sus is a really intelligent dude. I want to see Sus.
All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and end that right there, man. We got Lush up there breaking it down, man. It all boils down to me, bro. Lush, you instigated that situation. Why? Because my almighty suspect put them knuckles on you? I don't know, man. Y'all leave in the comment section. Let me know, man. Why? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all think started this whole situation, man? You think Almighty Suspect is in the wrong for spitting on Brandon and pulling out the knife? For damn sure in the wrong for spitting and pulling out that knife. But, hey, boy, Brandon a big dude, man. Ain't nobody want to go against no baby bear like that, man. That's a big bear, boy. Putting up 515 pounds 3 times, boy. You see, no. But I want to give a shout out to Miss Drea, the Virgo, and my boy Gangland Ning, man. They looking out for me. They helping me out a whole lot, man. Make sure y'all go fuck with them to the fullest on Facebook, not Facebook, but Instagram, YouTube, and all that, man. But it's been another good video for your boy, man. Make sure y'all go down there and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, man. And don't forget to follow me on all platforms at BT Scoop TV. It's been another my first live, man. Y'all leave in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, man. Your boy BT Scoop, and I'm out. Let's go.